Hey guys, here I am, your favorite narrator, bringing another new story to the channel, and this time we'll bring the story of Beerus' father. That's right, even our beloved God of Destruction has a father. But did you know that he was the first God of Destruction in Universe 7? No, right? So let me tell you everything and why he is no longer the God of Destruction. Well, having said that, I hope you leave a lot of likes and comment if you want the continuation of the story. With all that done, grab your popcorn and Coke and let's see this amazing story. Returning to Universe 7. On Earth, Whis had looked for a place to leave the giant things, and there he sees that Vegeta has already finished and managed to capture the monster and goes to get him. On the planet Makuse, which is located within Universe 7, Goku is disappointed, as he defeated each warrior with just one flick, so he returns to using his Super Saiyan 3 form with Kaioken and makes an effort to remove the tree from the ground, while Whis appears on the spot with Vegeta, who is holding the Glenger monster. Vegeta faces Goku with a smile and says, "Are you in trouble, Kakarot?" Goku replies, "They kept appearing, and that tree wouldn't leave the ground at all, but I finally managed to get that tree off the ground." Whis then takes the two to a place he had prepared, and then leave the monster and the tree there, protected by a barrier made by Whis. Goku questions, "And now what are the next items?" Whis thinks a little and says, "I don't want to say, but now you'll have to go on this mission together." In Universe 7, there is a species that uses magic, and through fights they decide whether to help someone, and you must defeat their leader and ask for the bone, which is some bone from the skeleton of an ancient Kaioshin that possessed incredible magical powers. Vegeta said, "Is this leader strong enough to need both of us?" Confidently, Whis replies, "Yes. I heard they didn't participate in the Tournament of Power because even Jiren couldn't defeat him easily. But you're much more powerful now, and I believe you can beat them." Goku and Vegeta get excited and prepare to meet and face the leader of this mysterious species from Universe 11. Whis then quickly takes them to Jiren's universe, and the three try to enter the 11th universe without being noticed and succeed. Inside Universe 11. They slow down, and a few minutes later they arrive at a planet with pink soil, white sky, and a civilization similar to Babidi. Soon Goku and Vegeta are surprised, but Whis explains that only the appearance and the connection with magic is similar in a very summarized way. But these beings' magic is superior, and their physical strength is greater compared to the Bibidi race of Universe 7. Whis says he will wait there, and when they approach the ground, the two Saiyans are stopped by a member of the species. This one wearing armor and walking with a sword on his back. "Hello, I'm Tras, and who are you?" he says, looking suspiciously at Goku and Vegeta, especially Vegeta. "Hi, I'm Goku. My name is Vegeta, and that big head over there is Kakarot. We need you to take us to your leader," says Vegeta. Tras asks, "Oh, did you come to challenge him?" Goku replies, "Yeah, and we don't have much time here, so if you could be quick, we'd appreciate it." Tras takes them to the leader, still distrusting Vegeta for his grumpy face. They travel a long way without flying, and meanwhile the leader had already been alerted to the challenge and had an arena prepared. The entire population of the small planet was also going to watch the fight. Tras talks with Goku while Vegeta is silent. Tras makes a suggestion to the warriors of the 7th universe. If they want some advice, they better give the great Koma a fight that is amazing to watch, and fight because he likes big things for his fights. They're just like parties, and those who put up a good fight have a high chance of getting what they came for. Vegeta says, "Why did you stop?" They're all there now, Tras says in response and takes his sword. He passes the sword on the ground, and moments the three are teleported to a large arena with a huge stand full of all the beings of the planet watching. Even the animals were there. Koma, who is the leader, had a different appearance from the others, being received by everyone with applause, fireworks, and even an orchestra. Vegeta wonders what all the fuss is about, and Goku tells him that it would be really cool if they had something like that on their planet. After an introduction by a narrator, the big fight is about to begin. Goku and Vegeta on one side, and Koma on the other. How strong will the man that even Jiren cannot face be? Goku and Vegeta look at Koma, who stares back at them. Before any attack, Koma's body is split in half, without any explanation, and while Goku and Vegeta are scared of what stands before them, the audience applauds and screams. The two halves that fell on opposite sides then begin to regenerate, and now there are two Komas that attack Goku and Vegeta. Goku and Vegeta retreat and exchange punches against the Komas. Vegeta screams and transforms into Super Saiyan 2. Soon after, he pushes Koma away and says, "Hey Kakarot, he's as strong as gas. Don't be kidding." Goku puts his arms in front in a defensive position, transforming into a Super Saiyan 2 as well, and begins to raise his ki, while continuing to exchange blows against Koma, the leader of that planet. Koma sees Vegeta move away a little and then begins to concentrate a large amount of energy that forms a bright pink sphere and eats it. Vegeta doesn't understand at first, but after a few seconds, he extends his arm towards the Prince of Saiyans and whispers a few words in another language. Vegeta realizes that he is using some magic and starts to run around Koma with the intention of not getting caught. But by the time he has already been caught by the opponent's magic, Vegeta starts to get tired and falls to the ground. When he looks at his arm, he notices something strange. Koma's magic made Vegeta fat. Vegeta is so tired and has lost his transformation. So Koma opens his mouth and releases the energy he had swallowed earlier. Vegeta seems to have been evaporated with so much energy, and all that's left is a hole in the ground made by his opponent's attack. Goku gets desperate and starts looking for Vegeta, then he realizes that this fight is more serious than he initially seemed. So his excited expression turns to a serious expression. Koma is about to unite again to be one person again, but it's startled by a ki blast coming from underneath him. The place was totally illuminated by Vegeta's attack. Yes, he was still alive, and he took advantage of the hole made by him to hide while recovering his energy. Vegeta comes out of the ground surrounded by a red and thin aura, but Vegeta was thinner than usual and says, "Let's start again, the right way now." The Saiyan's hair starts to move and glow with a red light, as well as his aura, and now Koma stares at him in surprise with Vegeta's transformation, but even so, Koma smiles. Goku and Koma are facing each other, but stop fighting to watch Vegeta fly in the direction, and was as fast as lightning and tries to kick Koma, but it's stopped by Koma's hands. But that doesn't stop him from hitting him because he joins his hands in a position he hasn't used for a while, and his red aura turns purple for a while, and a purple energy ball appears in his hands. "Garlic-o!" Vegeta screams, and Koma can't stop his attack with any magic, and his only option is to be hit by the attack of the Prince of Saiyans, who falls to the ground. Koma gets up and imitates Vegeta's position. The Saiyan gets mad about it, but Koma doesn't exactly use Vegeta's Garlic-o, but as he was creating something, so he undoes Vegeta's position and makes a movement with his hands, as if he were slashing something in the air and creating a wave of ki that quickly goes towards Vegeta. Vegeta tries to dodge, but his foot is hit and he realizes that that attack also carried magic, as Vegeta is teleported in front of Koma, who punches the Saiyan several times. Goku, impressed with what he was seeing, looks at Koma and says, "Hey, are we going to overcome them?" Koma number 2 agrees with the idea and asks if it's normal for their race to have so many transformations. Goku says, "Yes, the one I'm using now is pretty weak compared to the others." Koma gets even more excited and raises his ki too and says, "So please use everything you have against me." Goku prefers to leave his Ultra Instinct for a case when he really does need it, and then transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta gets up, already with injuries on his body, and transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, then opens his arms and begins to gather ki in his 2 hands. The two Koma watch, interested in what will happen, and Goku backs away a little, so as to not be hit by Vegeta's attack. Vegeta joins his arms and shouts, "Final Flash!" A ki blast is launched at Koma, who this time manages to create a shield, and Vegeta is unable to destroy it. Meanwhile, Goku advances against the other Koma, but is thrown away by a kick. Goku gets up and throws several ki balls at Koma while running toward him. Koma uses a spell that pins Goku's feet to the ground, so the Saiyan prepares a Kamehameha and launches it at Koma. Vegeta returns to his normal form and tries physical combat, but Koma is much stronger than Goku and Vegeta's base form. Koma lands a blow with the palm of his hand on Vegeta's face and begins to spin, and after a few spins, he lets go of Vegeta, and he goes flying, spitting blood from his nose. Then the two Komas disappear and Goku can't locate his ki, so he goes back to his base form and waits for him to appear. But suddenly Koma appears on top of Goku and drags him by the hair, but Goku grabs Koma's arm and makes him hit the ground. Before Koma can get up, Goku launches another Kamehameha that is interrupted when Vegeta lands on top of him. Vegeta is furious and says, "Pay attention, Kakarot." Vegeta gets up and wipes the blood on his face and with his hands, and after thinking a little, he decides to use his Ultra Ego to end the fight as soon as possible, to bring Beerus the next necessary item to open the portal to the Void World. Vegeta gets into the ki charging position, and then his eyebrows burn and become a purple flame, and his eyes turn purple, and his flames become an aura, and his purple light reflects in his hair. That is the superior ego. Vegeta says, "I still haven't trained enough with this form, but I believe it will be enough." Vegeta runs towards Koma to throw a punch, but Koma catches Vegeta's punch with one hand. However, Vegeta slides his hand and catches Koma, pulls back and slams his forehead into Koma's forehead. Koma is bewildered by the strength of the Saiyan's forehead and stumbles before falling, and Vegeta grabs him by the collar of his clothes, throws him away. Vegeta goes after him. Koma opens his eyes just before Vegeta kicks him in the face, and still with his head aching from his forehead, he cannot defend himself. Vegeta sinks Koma into the ground, but Vegeta doesn't stop and raises his arm towards Koma. Vegeta waits for him to get up and says, "Big Bang attack!" Nothing happens because Koma is not in front of Vegeta, but behind him, waiting for him to turn around. What? Vegeta looks back and Koma is twice his size and kicks Vegeta away, so Koma returns to normal. Vegeta seems to have been defeated, and Goku is not much different as Koma is waiting for him to get up, but Goku is unable to fight anymore. Both Saiyans lose their transformations, and the fight is said to be over. Koma unites again and uses his magic to heal Vegeta and Goku. When Vegeta and Goku wake up, they are in the leader's room where Whis is also present, sitting and waiting. Goku and Vegeta wake up and look around, and they see that they are in a room with Koma and Whis and some guards. Vegeta asks, sitting still on the floor, feeling unwell, "What's going on here?" Koma says, "I thank you for the fight. I had a lot of fun, and my people enjoyed the fight, so I decided to give you what you want. Tell me what you want." Koma continues, "By the way, this gentleman says he is with you," then points to Whis. Whis nods to Oni Vegeta, and Goku is still passed out. "You can," Vegeta said to Koma while his consciousness went back and forth repeatedly. "Can you give us a piece of the bone?" Vegeta is finally fully awake, and Goku starts to wake up too. "There is? Alright, come with me." Koma gets up and takes a key that floated above his throne. Goku, Vegeta, and Whis go with Koma to a room with several guards, and Koma asks them what purpose made them look for such an item. Whis, seeing that his friends were a little confused, answers it for them. "Well, as I said earlier, we are from another universe. We need some items to make a spell that will allow our god of destruction to recover from a wound inflicted by a witch." Goku starts to speak. "Hey, Whis, but..." then is interrupted by Vegeta's hand, who threatens to punch. Goku almost tells the truth to Koma, who stares at him for a few seconds, until finally the silence is broken by Koma. Koma says, "Well, I couldn't detect a lie in your words. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that you're an angel. I just ask that you don't cause us problems," said Koma, changing his expression of distrust to one of relief, and soon after placing his key in front of the wall that opens and reveals a dark room. Koma says, "Wait here. The view of the Kaioshin skeleton may be different than expected." Koma enters the room and the light turns on. He goes to a box and puts his hand on it, and with another, he pulls a small bone similar to a finger. Koma says, "What are you looking for?" Whis replies, "Yes, thank you so much. Here, thank you so much for this." Whis says thanks and brings out a large amount of cups and instant noodles, all stacked in a huge triangle. Koma says, "What is this? Cups?" Koma is surprised because he had never seen that before. "Put hot water and wait for a few moments, and it will be like this." Whis makes another glass appear, but this one is ready. He gives it to Koma and tells him to eat it. Koma hesitates a little but agrees to eat those lines of a strange material covered by water with a color that is also. At first, Koma freaks out and runs to his room, where he demands that his cooks create something like this right away. Goku runs after Koma and says goodbye, saying it was a great fight. Koma says the same and bids farewell to Vegeta, who simply nods back, but Goku tells Koma that Vegeta sure enjoyed the fight. The angel takes them all back home, and now there are 3 things, so he starts describing the last 2 items. Whis says, "A green stone from the planet Urozen, that is in the Universe 2. The other is herb that grows in some parts of the moon of Universe 4. Whis says, "Hey Vegeta, you go to Universe 2, and Goku tries to avoid problems in that place. Goku says, "I always end up in the worst situation. I'll take the risk of meeting those love-obsessed idiots." Goku says, "Not even Vegeta. You already chose where you're going the other time. Let me go to Universe 4 this time, please." Goku puts his hand together and kneels, almost begging. Vegeta raises his key and says, "There's only one way to decide something like this." Goku starts to sound and says, "Got it." So Goku starts raising his key. Whis watches the 2 mightiest warriors in the land, shrouded in their auras, prepare, and Goku and Vegeta attack each other at the same time. "Jo!" Goku begins. "Keen!" Vegeta continues. "Po!" The 2 finish. It wasn't a key attack. they decided to put everything into the Jokempo, and Vegeta lost. That is, Vegeta is the one who will look for the stone in Universe 2. Vegeta arrives on the planet Urozen, a place similar to a normal city on Earth full of heart ornaments everywhere, with the population celebrating the victory of the heroine Ribrianne against a giant monster that threatened the planet. Goku is on the moon with a special suit made by Whis for him to be able to breathe in space, and that place is apparently empty. Now it's up to the two Saiyans to get what they asked for, and it may not be as easy as it seems to get these last items, as both warriors realized they're being watched. But Beerus is close to finding his father again. We reached the end of another video today, so for those of you who like the content of this channel, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your comment, which is very important for the channel. So I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.